If you enjoy the content on this channel, please like and subscribe. Such Brave Girls is a British sitcom about a dysfunctional single-parent family created by Kat Sadler for BBC Three. It stars Sadler with Louise, Brealey and Lizzie Davidson. It is directed by Simon Bird and produced by A24 with Various Artists Ltd. The first series ran from the 22nd of November 2023. It was renewed for a second series in May of 2024. Sadler has described the series as being a family sitcom about trauma. She would also say, it's also about being narcissistic losers who are pathetically obsessed with what people think about us. The series was created and written by Kat Sadler, who also stars as Josie Johnson. It is directed by Simon Bird, most famous for his role as Will Mackenzie in the show The In-Betweeners. Sadler appears in the series alongside her real-life sister Lizzie Davidson, and they play sisters on the show as well. Sadler told The Times that Davidson read the drafts and acted as her sense check, telling me if I've gone too mad. She described the characters of Josie and Billy as not us, but they are certainly inspired by bits of us. She would say, we have taken some of the worst aspects of ourselves. She said that their own mother had seen it and laughed at all the right places. Bird wrote to Sadler asking to direct the series after watching the 2021 pilot episode, with Sadler and Bird agreeing to keep the series as a comedy rather than veering towards a comedy drama. Filming took place across Merseyside, with filming locations including the Wirral and Knowsley. The series started airing in the United Kingdom on BBC Three on the 22nd of November 2023, with all episodes released on BBC iPlayer the same day. It was then available in the United States on Hulu from the 15th of December 2023. In February 2024, it was nominated as the Best TV Show category at the Shortall Awards. The series also was nominated for Best Scripted Comedy, and Sadler and Meredith were nominated in the Best Comedy Performance categories at the Royal Television Society Programme Awards. In May 2024, the series won the Best Scripted Comedy category at the 2024 British Academy Television Awards. The series was also nominated the Best Comedy at the 2024 Broadcasting Press Guild Awards. Now, I absolutely loved this show. The script is incredibly sharp, witty, biting and hilarious, if not poignant in some ways, and makes some valid points. But there are plenty of laugh-out-loud moments in every episode, particularly at the way the characters go about living their awkward, unhinged lives. There's certainly no moral compass in this show. This is fundamentally about a dysfunctional family, where the father and husband just upped and left one day, apparently going out to buy some tea, leaving a single mother to raise her two dysfunctional daughters. Josie is depressed and she's trying to find herself, while her mother Deb keeps standing in her way saying just get on with life. She's also conflicted with whether she's a lesbian or not, with her boyfriend Seb trying to keep her affections. Then we have Billy, who of course is obsessed with the local player Nicky. She thinks she's deeply in love with him, and her obsessive behaviour is so over the top and raunchy. It is, though, of course, unbelievably hilarious. Then we have the single mother here, Deb, played brilliantly by Louise Brealey. She is desperately now trying to form a relationship here with Dev Wilson, equally played by the fantastic Paul Baisley. She completely misunderstands and frankly just doesn't care about her daughters. She thinks she's trying to save them and help them and guide them to be better adults, but what she's really doing is ostracizing them and pushing them further down the road of lost individuals. As I said though, this is not a show to watch if you're looking for a moral compass. This is a bawdy, crass, mean and shocking comedy, and I absolutely loved it. It's extremely brutal, yet extremely funny. The show really doesn't pull its punches, and some have lauded it for being a female-written show. But for me these days, that's not unusual. Kat Sadler here has created something unique, profound and engaging, hard-hitting. And I don't really feel it should be judged on whether she's a woman or a male, but rather her ability to invoke a fantastic comedic story. It's a truly fresh, unflinching take on the dysfunctional family storyline, and I don't think it will be for everyone, as there are some truly shocking moments, but that's sort of the idea. The show, of course, is also nuanced, with the sort of realism of what a dysfunctional family looks like and acts like, and how people are trying to find themselves within their own lives, dealing with sexual awakenings, depression and anxiety, and of course obsession and insecurity. But the show never strays into a preaching sort of sense. In some odd way, you're supposed to relate to these characters, and yet in another way, they are completely over the top, mean and awful, yet completely and utterly hilarious, and Kat Sadler just sort of finds the perfect balance between the two sides. All the cast are absolutely excellent in this one, but the three leads here have just wonderful chemistry and really act as if they are family. Well, of course, in the case of Lizzie Davidson and Kat Sadler, they are actually sisters in real life. so the dynamic between the two is just off the wall. This is atypical of British type of humour. They're not scared to embarrass themselves, they're not scared to take chances and be risque. And in many ways, the title is applicable to this show, being a brave work of comedic writing, taking on contentious and controversial subjects, and yet being able to make them hilarious, funny, and just sometimes downright shocking. No subject is too low, no topic is taboo, and all in all, it makes for a very original, fascinating, and hilarious comedy. Such Brave Girls gets a 9 out of 10.